And a very, very good Thursday afternoon to everyone, and welcome inside of the Shenanigans Live studio. And you are watching the Hooking Slice on Shenanigans Live, and it is time for the live reveal of the third round. And let's bring in my first guest of the afternoon, and that is good old Captain Steve of Team New Jersey. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, Dwayne. How you doing today?
Oh, doing
All
great.
good.
Doing great. My golf game's doing really well. So I played 2 rounds this morning, Steve, on 2 courses of the Survivor Series. I shot 14 under and 13 under, and I have for the course record for both courses.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, so hopefully my game is back in there. I want to welcome everyone in to the Twitch stream. Um, Steve, if you have if you are you listening to the show in the background?
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah, just a
Okay.
little bit. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be on a delay because I've got it going through. So, all right, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Vlad, good to see you. Caleb's in there. I see we've got a decent crowd here. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the reveal, if you don't mind, and we'll go ahead and get in there. Darren's not with us today. Rich is on his way home, I believe, with the RV. So just Steve and I here this afternoon as we let everyone know exactly what's going on. We do have a big surprise for you in regards to the teams. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any more time. And with that, let's head on over to the Round 3 live reveal. Here we go. All right. So, guys, just like last week, we're going to take a look at Team New Jersey first. And as of right now, you know the score is Team West Virginia at 10 and Team New Jersey at 4 for the Elite Friends Golf Society Ryder Cup. So let's head on over to Team New Jersey. And let's start out with team number 1. Team number 1, who is going to be playing on team number 1? First slot is filled by Wugs. So there is Duncan right off the bat. Duncan will be paired up with Jakey Robo, 85. So Jakey and Duncan will be teamed up together here for the third round. The third round, of course, is team match play. And so we're really looking forward to this. And once I reveal the teams here, or once I reveal Team New Jersey, I'll let Steve kind of talk a little bit about why he chose the teams that he did. Let's move down to team number 2 now. And team number 2 starts out with Ty Cobb, 99. So there is Justin looking to rebound from a very disappointing round 2, I am sure. And he is going to be paired up with Pat, 22-0-20. So there's Daryl now up on the board as well. So the team of Justin and Daryl. Moving down to team number 3 now. And Steve has pitted Sire, 0329. And he will be paired up with none other than Rich LP, 68. So that's going to be an interesting teaming up there. 2 very long-time members of the Galactic Shenanigans Society. And that leaves Team 4, Cab 5290, and Z the G. So there's Zach and Caleb. So we have Wugs and Jakey, Justin and Daryl, Jack and Rich, and Caleb and Zach. And Steve, interesting team choices there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what your thought and process was going into putting these guys on teams? A little bit different than last time.
It's a little bit different. I needed somebody new to go up against Miss Putz. And I think Wugs is up to that challenge. I thought about Wugs and Jakey together, and I think that's a pretty good combo. Both Englishmen. Should have fun playing that round together. Pat and Ty Cobb. I just love that pair. And they've always played well together. One can pick up the other. Jack and Rich, 2 really good friends. Should be fun. It's the first time they're paired together in this Ryder Cup. Um, Again, I think both can pick up each other. Um, so we're going to see how this all goes. And I'm sure people are wondering, well, how come Wuggs is not going up against Mr. Fairhurst? But we'll get to that in a few minutes.
All right, so let's head on over now to Team West Virginia then. Team West Virginia leading with 10 points. Rich is in the stream. He just said Team Jack and Jerk. You can see that pairing is going to go rather nicely. So once again, Team West Virginia, 10 points. And let's find out who I have put together. And Team 1 will put up the aforementioned Miss Putz. And Miss Putz will be teamed up with the non-putting bitch Martin. So Miss Putz and Mulster will be teaming up together. All right, team number 2 now. And it looks like team number 2 will be Mr. Joey Man. So Mr. Joey Man and his partner will be Terry, T3Z467. So put Joey Man and Terry together. All right, going down to team number 3 now. And that pits Bowtech 5 partnering up with Patchoulio 5. So the team of 5s there, Bowtech 5 and Patchoulio 5. That's Bowtech and Matt. They will be paired up together here in this round. And that leaves the last 2 guys for team number 4. And it starts out with Scammon 024. So there is Sammy on the board. And he will be teaming up with Coaster Royalty? What? What? What is that all about? Huh? What is that? Well, that's exactly right. I am not going to be playing Steve this week. I am tired of playing Steve. And so we discussed a little bit here this morning that why didn't we have a different singles matchup? Nothing says that can't be done. And so instead, we're going to have a different matchup. So you will notice here that I did not mention Fairhurst's name. And so because of that, Steve and Darren will be the matchup today. Or excuse me, this weekend for round 3 in team match play. They will go up against one another instead of the aforementioned myself versus Steve. Everybody's tired of seeing me and Steve. I know we went 1-1 and we probably need to play a rubber match or something like that, whatever. But I thought, let's have something a little bit better off here. I think Darren and Steve might give a better match in that regard. So obviously, you know now one of the matches that will take place this weekend on Riviera Country Club, and that is Fairhurst versus Captain. But before we get to the rest of the matchups, let me discuss why I chose some of these different decisions here. And I'll tell you that I really like the idea of Miss Putz and Mulster. And it's mostly because I think Miss Putz is playing great. And I think, Miss Putz has her style of play. Martin has his style of play. And I think with those guys playing against or with each other, I think their two contrasting styles will work out very well against one another, especially when you see who they're going to be going up against. And I think that could be a really, really fun match to watch. My second team, Mr. Joey Man, who's, he hasn't been playing bad, especially for someone who just got back into the game. Terry picked it up after the first round. He didn't do extremely well that first round. The second round, he did really well. And because of that, I put those two guys together. We'll find out who they're going to be playing against here very shortly. Third team, Bowtech and Matt. I think that's a great pairing. Matt's playing excellent golf right now. He's picking it back up. He's getting back into the groove. Bowtech's always been playing great. And I think those two will complement each other extremely well. And then, of course, Sammy and myself. Now, I haven't really played a lot of golf with Sammy. Sammy just picked up the game, but he is up and coming. He is really playing well. in contention to win again this week on the CCA. And so I think it's a great pairing for myself to go with him, especially when you see who we're going to be going up against in this round as well. So, guys, without further ado, let's head back over and find out exactly. Oh, sorry, you're going to see old good Steve Harvey again. I forgot to turn that off, guys. My apologies. We'll turn that off. And let's take a look now then at the matchups for round number 3. All right. Round 3 pairings. Team match play. Best ball. Team match play. Match number 15. It features from Team New Jersey, Ty Cobb and Tat. So Justin and Daryl. Who will they be going up against? From Team West Virginia, it is Mr. Joey Man and Terry. So there is match 15. Let's do these one at a time. Steve, what do you think about this matchup? What compels you the most about this matchup?
What compels me is, well, you know what? It's like you said, Joey Man is playing pretty well for a guy who just got back into the game. Terry, you know what? Terry's a wild card here. He knows as well as I do he can shoot even 1 under, 2 under, and he can shoot 10, 11 just as equally. So what may look to be somewhat lopsided may not exactly be. But like I said, I love the combination of Justin and Daryl going together. I think they can pick each other up. So that should be a pretty good match.
Yeah, I like, I worry a little bit because Tat's playing extremely good golf right now. And I was hoping, and again, this is match play. So it's best ball, right? So you can rely on each other maybe a little bit. You might have a bad hole and hopefully your partner won't have a bad hole. So that really came into play when I was choosing these teams this week for this weekend's tournament or this weekend's round 3. Now let's move down to match number 16 then. And that will feature from Team New Jersey, the team of Wuggs and Jakey Robo 85. And they will be paired up against from Team West Virginia, Miss Putz and Malster. So Duncan and Jakey will be going up against Elizabeth and Martin. And so I'll tell you what, guys, this is, oh, there you are, Darren. We wondered where you were. Sorry, we missed you. He's out doing his shopping, but he's able to watch. That's right. So, yeah, good to let Steve get revenge for Dunholm. Yep, so he is going to be playing against you, Darren. So I know we haven't really, you weren't on today, so we didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, but wanted to surprise you a little bit there. But welcome into the stream. Thanks for stopping by. And but this is match 16.
I want you, Fairhurst. I want you.
Yeah, there you go, Darren. You've been called out. All right, so we talked about this one for a while, Steve, with the Wuggs and Jakey and Miss Putz and Malster, and I kind of wanted this match. I'm the one that wanted Elizabeth and Martin going up. This is the original way that Steve had it, but this is kind of what I wanted. So I really want Elizabeth. I want them Wuggs and Elizabeth to go against each other. I think that can be a great, outstanding match. Wuggs has been he's probably chomping at the bit because he tied with me in a great match, and then he had a great week this week when he had to go up against Darren, and Darren hit that -14 and tied him by himself pretty much because Matt only shot even par. Nothing against you, Matt. I'm just saying. And so I'm anxious there, Steve. I'm really anxious to see what this one's going to be like.
I love this matchup, man. I absolutely love this matchup. Let's see if we can break Miss Putz.
That's what you're hoping for. I know that. All right, let's move down to match number 17 now. And it pits from Team New Jersey, Captain Rax. Of course, we already know that he's going up against Fairhurst 1970. Again, guys, I think this one pretty much speaks for itself. Probably two of the best players in our tournament, as well as in the game, really, for that matter, in regards to the circle that we're in. And so I think it's going to be a great matchup. I'm sure they're going to stream that live. That could be real interesting. So you're going to want to make sure you tune in to watch that match over the weekend. Let's go down to match number 18 now. And that will pit from Team New Jersey, Sire C0329 and Rich LP68. That is Rich and Jack. And let's find out who they're going to go up against. And it is the team of Sammy and me. So I think this will be so much fun. Sammy and myself going up against Jack and Rich. This could be a really fun match. I'm sure we're all going to get on and try and play it at the same time. And it would be so much fun for everybody to tune in to that match. That could be a really, really great golf match. As there's a lot of good golf there. Rich is playing, starting to play a little bit better now that he's back into the game. Jack says he's been struggling with the putter, but as well as I do, guys, that Jack can find it at any time and can play exceptional golf. Sammy, of course, we already talked about, it's up and coming. And then I've been not playing too bad here the past couple of days. I've changed up a little things. I've changed the way that I do my putting style and all of this, and it's really seemed to help. I've been really, really fortunate after I struggled in the last round against Steve. So hopefully I can turn things around for Team West Virginia. But I'm really looking forward to that match. Thoughts on that one there, Steve?
Well, that's the trash talking match, right there. That's going to be that's four good friends who are just going to go at it, trash talk, and just go at it. Sammy's flapping his gums now all of a sudden, and I'm I'm sure Rich and Jack are going to put him in his place, and that's it.
It should be interesting, that's for sure. All right, let's go down to match 19. That leaves us to final matchup, which will bring Caleb and Zach, Caleb and Zach for Team New Jersey going up against Botek and Pachulio 5 from Team West Virginia, and that will wrap up the matches there. And I tell you what, this match to some might seem like it's lopsided. And, I don't know because I don't see Botek play all that often. And yes, Pachulio Matt is playing extremely good golf right now. He's been playing great in this Ryder Cup tournament. But Zach has been playing really good golf as well. He was able to string what he needed to together to get a tie against Darren this past week. And then Caleb, he just needs to get out of his slump, I think. And, that could happen right now. So I'm a little nervous about this match, even though on paper it might look a little lopsided or one-sided. But again, it is match play and it's best ball match play. So anything can happen here, Steve.
Just there's a lot of unknowns here. I mean, because you just don't know. And like I say, this is match play. This is not stroke play. So anything can really happen here.
Darren says that
Plain
he
and
would
simple.
have New Jersey 3-2 in this round. Interesting. He thinks New Jersey's going to have a resurgence here. If that were the case, it would end up being 13-6 going into the final round if that were the case. Now, remember that round 4, it is singles stroke play. And what's interesting here with the single stroke play is those points are doubled. So if you win the match, you get 2 points. If you have the match, you get 1 point. So that's going to be a big, big thing. So you're not out of it. No matter what the deficit is after round 3, you are definitely not out of this specific games, this specific tournament. They're all wanting to know what Fairhurst has for the games. I doubt he'll tell you that. He might not diverge into that. But head back over into the studio now and discuss a little bit about what we thought about round 2. And Steve, going back to round number 2, I was very shocked at how things turned out. We had a couple really, really, really good matches, I think. But then there were a couple matches that were kind of just like so-so, or really, it didn't really come down to anything. What was your takeaway from round number 2?
From round 2, let me just refresh. Yeah, well, I mean, Darren, I 14 under. I mean, it was pretty much, just domination there on his part. Um, Matt didn't even really need to play, to be honest with you. Wuggs and Zach gave it a hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Tied tied the match. I mean, it was a great match. Cat and Justin, we just caught Justin on an off day. Um, I think that would have been one of the closer ones, to be honest with you. Um, but that's just how it goes, and that's golf, and that's just the way it is. Um, Terry and Martin um, against Rich and Jakey. Terry really just came out 10 under. Great score. Um, Made it difficult. Uh, Jack and Caleb. Um, Again, like Justin, Jack had an off day. It happens, and like I say, that's golf, and that's just the way it is. But hopefully, we can get some matches that were equally as good as the first round in this upcoming round, and I think we're going to.
Our match. I mean, our match was it was just so weird because I played horrible at the beginning, and then you didn't play very good in the middle part of the round, and allowed me to get back into it. And then we played just like straight even down the like you would birdie, and then I would birdie right behind you, and we would just birdie,
Well,
birdie,
we
birdie,
yeah
birdie all the way to the 18th hole where you had to make a really tough putt. I had put it within 2 feet of the pin. And man, I tell
yep
you what, just ice in the veins, and Steve was able to win that, and it is what it is. I was having so many tempo issues at the beginning of that match, but to stick with it and not worry about it as I stood in there, and then to see Steve go in the water, even though it was strange on my screen, it never actually showed him going into the water. So that was the strange thing about watching it because I never actually saw it. I thought it was hanging up there right before it went in, but that was able to help me get back in there. But man, just to be able to put that, that thought away and to be able to play the way that we did after that really turned out to be a great match. And we're hoping for obviously more great matches this week as well. So, didn't want to spend a lot of time on the air here this afternoon on this edition of the Hooking Slice. Just want to let everyone know that's out there. And don't forget that as the Golf Club 2019 does come up, that we're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. We've got skins game tournaments, we've got high stakes tournaments, we've got regular tournaments, we've got side game tournaments, and of course we've got the big alternate shot league that we're going to do. So the alternate shot league is available for you to sign up if you already have a partner that you know is going to have the game and you want to be a member of the Galactic Shenanigans Golf Society and play in that alternate shot league. You can go ahead and go to our website, shenanigansgolf.weebly.com. Navigate yourself in the menus to where it says alternate shot league, and you can find the registration page there. You just need to pick a team name and put your player team's names in there, and that stuff comes to us and we take care of the rest. So really looking forward to what's coming up, guys. And as always, we're going to have more entertainment for you, more product, more content for you here on Shenanigans Live. Continuing our series with the courses of the Survivor contest that's going on through TGC Tours. I'll also have and stream my TGC Tour rounds as well as anything else, course hopping, you name it, we're going to have it here on the channel. So I think that's going to wrap things up for us. I'm going to give one last look here at the matchups going in to the round three. Round three starts tomorrow. We are playing on Riviera Country Club. And make sure you're playing. Well, it'll be in the tournament. Just make sure you're playing the round in your tournament on the Actual Society, like always. And so once again, we've got Ty Cobb and Tat versus Joey Man and Terry. We've got Wuggs and Jakey versus Miss Putz and Mulster, Captain Rax and Fairhurst, Jack and Rich versus Dwayne and Sammy, and Caleb and Zach versus Botek and Matt. So one last look at the scores. It is Team West Virginia with 10 and New Jersey with 4 points. And Steve, any final thoughts before we sign off here this evening?
heading to Riviera for what should be another fun few days. Good luck, play well. Looking forward to it. And Darren, I can't wait.
Also, last reminder, because this is a match play event, we need you to send in your scorecards to Steve and I. So once again, there was a reminder, and I'll put this in the thread as well. We need you to send us the scorecards so that we can compare it, obviously, and be able to make sure who wins what. So please make sure that you send us your scorecards when you are finished with your round. Please do not forget so that we do not have to disqualify you. So once again, please remember to do that for us. So that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of the Hooking Slice. And I want to thank everyone who's tuned in. There's Wugs who came in. Hope you saw who you're going up against, Wugs. And do hope everyone has a great rest of their Thursday. Good luck this weekend. And once again, for Steve and the rest of the administrators here at the Galactic Shenanigans Golf Society, I am Coaster Royalty. You've been watching the Hooking Slice, and until next time, we hope you continue to hit the golf ball straight, and you have a wonderful evening.